Well, that was weird. I had it on GPaw for your show, and it
I
ended
thought
up showing my video, and it won't let me go back out.
I was
So
gonna
I'm
say
going to leave the stage.
my big homie Sean in the back just is having a bad day. My road crew played the wrong video.
I love y'all. I'll be right back. I'll go ahead and be right.
Am I on now?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
That's an affirmative.
Okay. Welcome everybody. Sorry about a few little hiccups here. We just had one of those days. And welcome everybody to Behind the Scenes podcast. We're going to have a great show today with Snake Man Pat. Going to chop it up with him, and I think we're going to do things a little bit different. I think we're going to have him show some of his animals off today as well. So if y'all will welcome Snake Man Pat to the stage, we'd appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's up, Bob?
Thank you for having me, brother. Thank you.
Man, I had such a great time when I was on your show with you that night, and it's just something we had to rerun here, you know?
Okay, no problem at all, man. Glad we got to do it again.
Oh, yeah. So tell everybody who Snake Man Pat is. Tell us about you.
Okay, yeah, I'm Snake Man Pat, everybody. A lot of you know me, a lot of you may not. I try to support everybody. I'm just a man. My name is Pat. I love snakes. I plan on breeding in the future. My collection is growing. And hopefully you'll see me out there to the point when I'm vending shows and, doing all this other stuff that snake breeders do. But right now, I'm just a hobbyist that love the hobby.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely so. We talked before about mental health issues and men and things like that. And I want to dig into that, into your life a little bit. What kind of struggles have you faced, Pat? Or do you still face?
Excuse me. Yeah, I face them now. And I've dealt with a couple of them. And some I'm still struggling with today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How has the reptile industry helped you with that any at all, or?
That's my happy space. You know what I'm saying? That's my me time when I'm cleaning and, just back here, spending a little time with them, handling them, you know what I'm saying, and all that. It kind of put me at a calm space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that mental health situation, it's like a constant storm. Even when you present on the outside that you okay, looking okay, feeling okay, and the inside it's a total different story. So it's definitely been I've been blessed to be able to come across the community and to be involved with the hobby. So it's definitely saved my life in a way.
Oh yeah, me too. And I mean I totally get it. I think our snake rooms are that time that we spend with all our animals is a big saving grace for a lot of people. I probably wouldn't have thought that a few years back, man. It just never occurred to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know how a ball python or gecko or whatever the case might be can help you mentally. It seems like it gives us a purpose. It gives us something that depends on us. Without us, they don't survive.
Right.
And they're just very serene and calm. And people talk about getting bit and this and that. I have been bit one time, but it was my fault. I still had rat smell on my hand and reached in with a grown male, and he tagged me a little bit, but he let go as quick as he bit me. He wasn't trying to do anything.
Yeah, man was he was laying kind of awkward inside his tub, and I was looking at him. I was like, man, I know this snake ain't dead. And instead of me just grabbing him or touching him to see if he tighten up or move, I put my finger in front of his face. He hit the side of my hand. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like his head touched the side of my hand, and he pulled himself back in his hide. I snatched my hand back, and I ain't even feel, you know what I'm saying, no type of bite, no type of sharp feeling or anything. It just felt like his head just touched the side of my hand. And I had a little teeny tiny spot of blood, you know what I'm saying? I said, okay, well, he actually got me. It wasn't bad. So, people tend to fear things that they don't understand. I feared snakes until I never saw myself owning one ball python, let alone as of tomorrow, it'll be 15.
I'm not going to count. I get in trouble when I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had 8 arrive this week.
Wow. Okay.
FedEx. 7 in one package, 1 in another. And then I've got 2 shipments I know of coming in Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
I've got one coming in from Lace Balls and one from Val at White Feather Balls. And I think I still have, because I haven't seen them yet, a couple of Clown Het TSK girls coming.
Okay.
But after that, I'm pretty much kind of where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did some things like a lot of people do in the beginning. You buy pretty stuff that doesn't really fit into your program.
Yeah. Yeah. Shouts out to my bro Ash. He told me that, he said, now you got to start watching what you buy and you got to make it make sense. So that's where I'm at with it now.
Oh, yeah. I am shipping 5 or 6 out this week, so that's a good thing. I'm dwindling and buying the pretty ones. Some of those were males that I didn't need. But luckily, I've been able to trade them for good quality things that I do need because I bought good stuff to begin with. And, you know, I've been able to trade them out or trade project with someone, you know, help benefit somebody else and they'll take care of me later kind of thing. I'm going to give a shout out to the crowd out there in the chat today. We got, let's see who's first up. It looks like that old Duval boy, Big Mike out there in the
Duval, shout out Mike. That's my boy right there.
Doing his work. We got Justin at Pressure Pythons. Man, I really like Justin. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, good people. That's good people.
Hey, I think I've got a mail coming from him.
Okay.
I forget what it is.
We call him Pressure P.
I think it's a highway, super highway, something like that.
Okay.
Of course, my wife, Karina, G. Paul. That's my wife.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, she tapped into a couple of my. Actually, your wife tapped in on one of my lives, and she let me know that you have been in the hospital. I didn't know you was in the hospital.
Yeah, my heart decided to. My heart decided to act up a little bit, and we still don't know the bottom of it. I got to go to a cardiologist here in the next few weeks. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
We got erectile dysfunction.
What's good, bro? What's good, bro?
Yep. And, you know, someone that I made friends with, Kyle at Markham Reptiles.
Yeah, Kyle's good people. That's good people.
I'm going to mess this totally up, okay? Because I just can't get this word out of my mouth. But he's helping me, and I'm going to be getting a Papalan carpet python from him.
Cool, super cool.
I'm naming her. I told Kat last night, Arachnid Cat, I'm naming her Katerina.
Katerina.
I looked up Papalan names, and it's kind of Papalan Russian, so Katerina is what I'm going to call that one.
Okay.
So I know you've been on a journey in your life. We all have, right?
Yes, sir.
And we've been to places and been people we didn't want to be, and you know where we are now. And I think that a lot of times that perspective has a lot to do with how we turn out. You know, I look back now and, you know, it would have been easy to turn into Jeffrey Dahmer. You know, you think about it. There's just a fine line there that you snap or don't snap, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but they say that God don't put on anything on it you can't handle. I just think sometimes he thinks I'm a hell of a lot tougher than I am. Than I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I've adopted the perspective. It took all of that to happen in order for me to become who I was supposed to be. You know, I look back a lot of the things with my stepfather and things, and we've discussed some of it in the past. If my father would have lived, I'd have been, you know, one of those all-American kids playing football, you know, which I did play ball, but it just was like the all-American family, and maybe I would be ended up as a spoiled brat, privileged type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But I did learn how to try to understand that you can learn by not acting the way some people told you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But what's the biggest change in your life as a man that you've had to adjust to? What's the biggest fight you've had, Pat? If you don't mind sharing, if you do, you know that to tell me.
Yeah. Uh, being truthful to myself overall, accepting the fact that I got flaws, accepting the fact that I got issues, accepting the fact that, you know, I didn't handle things the way that I needed to, and that I didn't have as much understanding as I thought that I had, not only about myself but the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Going through things with my family, with my spouse, I didn't understand that they got a certain way with them too. They got their own struggles, they got their own problems, and I got my own struggles and my own problems. I have to help heal me and love me first in order to help others heal and to help them love themselves. Because I mean,
Right.
sometimes that mission is impossible to, to help somebody else love themselves and to heal themselves. Like, you got to let a person heal when they heal. It ain't nothing that it can be forced upon. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
you're right. They have to want to heal first.
yeah, definitely.
Just like the homeless people on the street and drug addicts and things like that. You know, I worked with a bunch of those, and until they're ready, you're just spinning your wheels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've worked with many, and some of them, you know, were just one paycheck away and had a bad week, something happened, and they lost their housing or whatever. And you can help someone like that, and they'll pick right back up and keep on going.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we got some that the mental health space has got them in such a state that, and I'm sure it's this way in every city in the country. I know veterans right now who led a good life, are very prosperous men, very pivotal to our society, that have now, because we didn't have adequate measures to deal with mental health issues and things. They get their check on the first from the VA. They go to the hotel for a week. They buy all the drugs, alcohol, and women that they can, afford for that week, and they're back on a park bench. And if you talk to them, it's just, hey man, I don't want responsibility. I don't want this, and I don't want that. And it's still good to be there for them and reach out to them, and we need to do that. But until they're ready, nothing's going to happen.
Exactly. I call that the runaway effect.
Yeah.
So for a couple of hours or a couple of days, I got a woman, I got some drinks, I got some dope, whatever, and I can run away from those issues and not think about it for the time being. But them same issues are waiting for you as soon as the high goes down, as soon as the woman get her money and leave, and as soon as you sober up. You know what I'm saying? Those things are still waiting for you. So
we're going to jump out real quick to a commercial break, and we'll be right back, Pat.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Operation Deeds, Not Words 2 is dedicated to empowering and uplifting disabled veterans and first responders through unwavering support, meaningful resources, and real opportunities that honor their service and sacrifice. Our mission is to build a thriving, impactful organization driven by the shared vision, commitment, and accountability of our team, because when we work together, there is no ceiling on what we can accomplish.
We are equally committed to the growth of our team members, actively encouraging them to expand their voices, followings, and businesses as essential pillars of our mission. Being part of Operation Deeds, Not Words reflects great credit upon our members, uniting communities in the Fat Man Nation, bringing line morphs under a shared purpose rooted in service, resilience, and action-driven impact. Deeds, not words.
Thank everybody there for that. And I thank our sponsors. I want to always bring everybody's attention to fatmannation.com, Operation Deeds, Not Words 2. Go to fatmannation.com, buy you a couple of t-shirts, support Camp Freedom and our veterans and first responders. You can get shirts for $35 a piece, I believe. You can do a tier 2 sponsorship. It's $250, and you get a couple of black special edition Deeds Not Words 2 shirts. And at $500, I think you get 4, and I think a customized drawing of yourself, kind of in the Fat Man Nation type thing. So go do that. There's not a better thing think about what's going on right now. We're going to have men and women come back that's fighting in Iran today that needs our help. I know that we've got 2 confirmed kills of our people. So they're facing real life trauma situations right now, and pay it forward. Let's go ahead and invest into this situation, and because Camp Freedom's going to be there for them when they get back to. They take care of people, and Pat, I had a gunsmithing business for a few years up until the pandemic, and we wanted to do something to help raise money for veterans organizations or something. And man, it's a struggle trying to find someone that you can help, that it really helps the people you want to help. Not trying to bash anybody. There's some big name organizations out there. You give them $1, 2 cents might get to the veterans that you're wanting to help. I did a lot of investigation and came up with an organization at that time called Soldiers Angels. Okay. And 98% of every dollar went straight to the veterans. So that meant a lot to us. But let's help with our veterans of any chance, any situation you get. Hey, Dwight just popped up in the chat, and Jamie with Tire Gods Morphs. Appreciate him. I know we're brothers, and we can kick some things. I can ask questions that maybe I can't ask anyone else.
Okay.
And I may not know how the right way to ask them, but I know that you'll understand. Mm-hmm. I'm bullshit on racism. I don't believe it. I don't like it, anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
But I don't think we get very many chances on a safe haven. What's it like, do you think, in your opinion, the struggles you face as a black man compared to what you think maybe a white man faces? Because I know they're real and I know they're different, but I don't think we really hear about that from someone who is going to be truthful and honest to us about it.
Well, I have a certain situation. I ended up I have a cleaning service, so and I bidded on a certain company to start servicing, to provide my service for, and I got on the phone with the guy. We talked for a little while. He asked me what my name was. I said Patrick. He said, "Okay, Patrick. Well, we'll meet you this, that, the third. And we'll link up and talk about it." I said, "Okay, cool, great. Have a nice day. Whatever the case." And it's almost, I ain't gonna even say the situation is a race thing, but it was more like a stereotype.
Yeah, yeah.
So, granted, my name being Patrick,
he thought you were the white man.
Thought I was white.
Yeah.
When I show up, I got dreads. I'm tattooed all over the place. And when I walked up, I called him by name. Hello, I ain't gonna say his name. How you doing? I'm Patrick. Hey man, you should have seen how pale he got. It was almost like he was fearful. You know what I'm saying? I guess the look and the demeanor, I posed the threat. It's just a look. Now I can be what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? What you're assuming I am. I could be.
Yeah.
If I'm pushed to that, but I'm nothing like a person would look at me and think I would be because of the way I look.
Right.
We actually sat down and talked, and he actually admitted I ended up getting the contract, you know what I'm saying, which I didn't think, but I did. He told me right on the spot, he said, "Bro, when you showed up, you were nothing like the person who I talked to over the phone."
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it let me know that it do exist, but as far as me, most of the people that gave me chances with things were white.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've had some experiences as well. I just think it's more of a one of those type of things where you can kind of take your scriptures that you read, you can kind of take it out of context where
yeah.
You feel like you need to be this way because this says this or that said that. We all the same, man. We put our pants on one leg at a time. If I cut you, you cut me. We both gonna bleed.
Right.
When we sleep, we lay down. When we get up in the morning, we get up, walk, take a bath, brush our teeth, and we go on about our day. We have to get up and clock in. We have to clock out. We have issues. I mean, if it was any, I put it to you this way, G. Paul, if racism could be annihilated, if everybody would look at the situations that we all go through as a human being.
Yeah.
Just because you're white and I'm black, both of us got mental issues.
Right. That's right.
Just because you're white and I'm black don't mean that one of us ain't gonna die and the other one is gonna live forever. It don't mean any of that.
And black or white, we can both like reptiles, right?
It definitely bought me. It definitely conjoined all of us together.
Oh yeah,
You know
I mean,
and even with the community, you would, man, I didn't know this many black people dealt in reptiles like that. Like I was like, man, it's a whole freaking
their whole world,
a squad of us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of us that's out here in this business, in this industry, and it's a beautiful thing because it actually brings us together. Like we're one set of people in the community where, I mean, if it is judgment, it's not shown publicly, but for the most part, everybody gets along. You know what I'm saying? We interact.
Oh, yeah.
We got white breeders doing joint parents with black breeders. You know what I mean? All of us get up on Discord and things of that nature and talk. So, that's only a life for people who's living it. I don't live that life, so I don't really,
Well, if you're looking to, one thing I know for sure, no matter who you are, if you're looking to be judged, you'll find it.
That's with anything, G. Paul. Anything you're looking for, you'll find it.
That's right. Yeah. The white said one race, the human race, and that's 100%. And what I think people don't realize sometimes, our bodies may look different. It's just a facade. This is just a fleshly covering that's going to disappear for every one of us. But you know what? I bet you there's no color in souls. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it. I look at it like this. Imagine if Jesus would have come down right now and say, I'm not coming back to save nobody. I'm not coming back to help nobody. I created enough of you, human beings, to save each other. I wonder how people would really act. I wonder, if a person's real expression would come out, would real hate come out? Because like what we may be seeing is controlled hate. Control love, control hate, control love. I'm gonna do right because I want to go to heaven. I'm gonna tolerate this because I want to go to heaven. I'm gonna deal with this because I want to go to heaven. But what if Jesus come down and say, "Hey, when you die, you just did. It ain't no heaven or hell to go to." I wonder what people would really act like.
I think the violent would get much more violent, and the people on the cusp would go over the edge. I think people who are good at heart truly would keep on being that same way. My thoughts, it's definitely a difficult situation. I've been judged, and it wasn't so much a race type thing, but I've been a big man my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a job interview one time, and the guy told me, he said, "You're too fat. Can't hire you." And it was a big fight right there, inside of me. Do I beat the holy snot out of this fool? Because that's what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
But I kept my cool and brushed it off and went on. But people who are overweight face a lot of ridicule and a lot of problems. Kids, because their parents don't raise them right. You'd be walking through them, look at that fat man, and things like that. And coming from that kid, it's probably an innocent statement. But because of the mental capacity of people and how it's presented to them, it hurts deeply.
Mm-hmm.
And So, it doesn't, like you say, it doesn't matter who you are or what part of life you come from. I think we talked about before. I don't care if you're the poorest man in the world or the richest. Everyone has got problems and issues. The ones who say they don't are liars
Their problems are worse.
because they won't face them. 100%. If you could change one thing about Pat, what would you change? Or would you?
Good question. There's so many things that I could change. That's why it's so hard to answer.
Yeah, we could all do that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things. I got like in a sense, that's why I'm kind of like, I'm a good person. I'm a great friend, but I'm not really what you would call a friendly person. Like I don't try to make friendships. Like if we click, we click.
Right.
But I'm just not that type of person. So I got like a clinical anger issue. And if I could fix that, I would, because I still struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot. It don't take nothing to make me mad. You know what I'm saying? And once I'm there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happened, even if I get the bad end of the stick, then while I'm in that state, it's whatever. It is what it is. It don't matter. But I do want to fix that about myself. For one thing, my wife would be having to deal with everything. So everything that I battle in the world, I'm the first face she see in the morning, the last face she see at night. So who you think got to put up with the attitude? Who you think got to put up with the being unsure, or the one who, I'm withdrawn. I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? She got to put up with that. So if I could change anything, it would be the attitude of my anger. You know what I'm saying? It would definitely be my anger.
My wife can tell you about the same thing.
Right.
Especially the I don't want to talk kind of thing, the withdrawing issues.
Mhm.
And hey, my bloodline's Scottish, Irish, and Cherokee Indian. There's some tempers in there.
Mm-hmm.
And not just my boys, my children can go from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour in 1 second.
Fruit don't fall far from the tree, G-Paw.
And it took me a long time to learn how to do that because, in my younger days, I'd fight in a heartbeat. You say something out of the way. I mean, I was the kind of person, you wouldn't think so now. I would wear fingernail polish to school to try to get somebody to say something smart to me. Go ahead,
Yeah.
and things like that. And it just wasn't, and it was part of my environment at the time. But, thank God that I come through that. And now I may want to go off and be that violent person, but I think about it beforehand and realize there's some consequences to those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I got children still and grandbabies, and they need me. And that outweighs any consequence. Unless it's something to do with them. Now, if you're hurting one of them,
oh yeah,
no breaks.
Yeah, I deal with the Lord later. You know what I'm saying? I deal with the Lord later.
Thank God for forgiveness.
Yeah, definitely. I do feel like with that situation, no person can be all good. No person can be all bad. The fight is really inside. I have a video called Demon where I'm talking to my evil self, and it was inspired by a real dream that I had. I had a dream. A cloaked man came into my room, woke me up, plain as day. Like the dream was so vivid, I could feel the breaths. So it was actually like I lived it, like I was actually up, almost like a lucid dream, if you so to speak.
Yeah.
It was almost like I knew I was dreaming. The figure woke me up. He said, "We need to talk." We got up. We walked into the middle room. He sat on one side of the table. I sat on the opposite side of the table. And when he pulled the cloak back, the hood off his face, it was me.
Mm-hmm.
It was the bad version of myself, the lower, the evil thoughts, the anger, the depression, the mean streak, you know what I'm saying, the deception, all the bad aspects of me that's who I was talking to. But it was almost like it was like he was trying to help me in a sense. Because he was telling me, he was like, you'll never see a demon the way they portray it in a movie.
Right.
Or a devil with a pitchfork that's red with horns. He said, when you look at the mirror, you looking at the demon.
I get that. And there's a lot of truth in that, man.
Yeah. So I when I questioned him, I was like, what you mean? I'm the demon. He said that your life is like a mirror. And what you project, that's the life you will end up living. What you're putting out, you get it back. So me from the age of 17 to like to like 30, rough house. You know what I'm saying? Selling drugs. I mean, just whatever way I could ease in some deceit or something that I can do, something to get over on somebody or to come up. You know, you won't really safe. You know what I'm saying? But then the hands turn and
when you're doing
me. So
when you're doing that and you're doing those things, you know, the deceit and all that, it actually becomes an adrenaline rush, and it's addictive.
Very.
People don't understand that. I mean, anything that exciting, we'll put it that way, whether it's sex, violence, whatever it is, anything that increases your adrenaline is addictive.
Very.
But we're gonna go to a commercial break, and when we get back, I want to talk about anger a little bit, and then show off some of your babies.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Introducing the Python Portal. Introducing the Python Portal, a ball python breeder who works on snow and true ghost combos as well as the tiger gene.
We also offer many unique custom 3D printed accessories, as well as custom merch, so don't forget to stop by and check us out.
If you ever get a chance, y'all go check out Will at the Python Portal. He got some great 3D printed products. And this Joliffe Xanthic and Joliffe Tiger and True Ghost that he's working with is some awesome specimens. Pat, I think the reason that anger and men come hand in hand is because a lot of our emotions were suppressed by society, by the men who raised us and the men who raised them. You know, men were supposed to be tough and rough, and we said it before, not show feelings, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that most men have anger issues, and unfortunately, and I know that your wife will agree with me, because I know mine will with me, they deal with it more than anybody. You know, because when we having a bad day or we get mad at somebody else, it changes our whole attitude and demeanor, and the ones we love, unfortunately, 90% of the time is where it blows up at. We take it out on people who are innocent, want nothing but the best for us and support us. And I'm guilty of that. I have done it, and I still do on occasion. I try to catch myself, but it's a real struggle.
Yeah, our wives catch it the worst because they're available.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're there. They're there. You know what I'm saying? And it could be a simple question as, hey, look, can you get up real quick? And after I just sat down and it's ready to go another route already. You see what I'm saying? But it's just me, like I said, taking those problems out on her. It ain't fixing me none. If anything, it's making it worse. And the most stupidest thing I feel like us as men have to deal with, especially with being taught to be strong, don't show no emotion, don't cry, don't do this, don't. How are people gonna know what we feeling or how to treat us if we don't show the emotion?
You're bottling up a volcano that's going to erupt at the wrong damn time.
I almost got to the point where I couldn't control what I felt. Like whatever came out at the time, that's just what it was. I couldn't bite my tongue. You know what I mean? That's where the anger issue came in, that I had bit my tongue and let stuff slide so much.
Yeah.
That to the point now when they do come, it's uncontrollable. And one of the worst things that any man, woman, or child could do is beat themselves up for what they think and the things that you feel. Because if you could see a thought or a feeling coming or happening, you would kind of try to block it, do something to so it go past you, but you can't see or hear a thought. It just happened.
Right.
Stop killing yourself behind that, man. Your reaction to that thought or feeling is what's effective. The thought and feeling itself is just something that it comes with territory. It comes with having a spirit. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? So you can't beat yourself up because you had a thought of, man, I ought to choke this motherfucker today. No, just don't choke them. You see what I'm saying? Because those thoughts are gonna come. You're gonna have crazy thoughts come across your mind. You be like, whoa, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? You can't see or hear a thought, man. So stop beating yourself down about it. You know what I'm saying? Just know that it came across your mind. Go reevaluate yourself. Go sit down somewhere where it's quiet and say, what am I going through right now that thought even came?
Right. Well, and what you're getting at there is, I think we all beat ourselves up and make it harder on ourselves than anybody else ever will.
Mm-hmm.
If I do something that I know is wrong or whatever, man, I put myself through hell. Just mentally, because you piece of crap, kind of thing. And, it comes to our mind, our bodies, our being is not one-dimensional, it's three-dimensional. We have a soul, but I think we have a mind that operates separately. And then we have a physical being that adds into those cravings and things in life that can get us in trouble as well as do us good. So, they talk about harmony. It's hard to find how to make all three of those to work together cohesively for the same purpose. Our mind is a free agent. It may think anything at any given time. I mean, we've all, and we'll do it today, be doing something or watching something and think of something that's totally, why the hell did that come from? Why did
Do it all the time. Do it all the time.
So trying to get our life in harmony, and that means many things to many people. And whether it's your relationship with God, a Savior, whoever, whatever you believe. I'm not telling you what to believe and not to believe. I mean, everybody's on their own, and you got to figure those things in life out. Mm-hmm. There's definitely some things to look for, and that's not what we're talking about. But we got to get it in harmony. Some people meditate, whatever the case may be. Some people pray. Some people work out, get that adrenaline going and just work it out of their system. And then, those who can't do it anymore, we play with snakes.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely taking, my wife's a good woman, and I've treated her wrong and taken advantage of her. But she's always there to help me, and she knows that sometimes I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
I think sometimes the universe put people in your path to test you and put others in your life to help lead you along the way.
I definitely think so.
Yeah.
And, I think that's a hard thing too, Pat, is I think that some people are in your life for a season, not permanently. They're, kind of like Carl says, if you hang around with 3 millionaires, you'll be the fourth one. If you hang around with 3 drug addicts, you'll be the fourth one. So, if you're hanging around with successful people and you become successful, they can't really push you forward anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you lose their friendship or anything like that, but you need to introduce people to your life who can push you farther.
Exactly.
And teach you more. Don't be afraid to be taught. I don't care. It could be a 5-year-old kid or a 90-year-old man or woman. They can teach you something.
Most of the stuff that I've learned been from children, drug addicts, and alcoholics.
Yeah. And sometimes they have the realest, truest outlook on things. They're not skewed by feeling this way or that way. It's just, hey, bottom line. And it works out, and there's a lot of innocence in that. And, when people are intoxicated or under the influence, a lot of times they really say some in-depth things. and that have some, real meaning to them.
Mm-hmm.
But you can learn from anyone in any situation. You just have to be watching for it and willing to do so.
Yeah.
Well, Pat, you got some animals there you want to show off?
Yeah, I mean, anything. I have a couple of dinkers here. Shouts out to FNA. I got a couple of things I can show off.
And don't forget to catch FNA. They're on right after we are.
Yep.
So run over there and catch them.
Yes, sir. Shouts out to FNA. Y'all hear the intro music? That's me, y'all. Yeah. Shouts out to Jeremy George. Y'all familiar with Conley Hertz?
No.
Yeah. Well, he's out based out here in Virginia. Man, he's got a nice facility. Got about 1,000 snakes in that thing.
Wow.
Yeah, he got a lot of snakes, man. He breed rodents as well. But yeah, this is a regular banana pad.
Okay.
This is my boy Capone. Yep. Savage of an eater, live frozen. It don't matter to him. He'll eat whatever. Yep, he'll eat whatever.
We've got a girl. We have a girl that looks something like him. She's a inchy pinstripe leopard clown pied girl.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I think he was telling me about that when you was on with me when we was live.
Yeah.
I hope this girl don't try to bite me. She's a savage of an eater too. I hope she's balled up. No, she coming out. She coming out. This snake is a savage, man. So I got. Are you familiar with Ash of Morph Minded?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shouts out to my brother, man. That's a good dude right there. I know him personally. He's been inside my house. He gifted me this snake. It's a ivory, 100% het trash stripe, and he also gifted me. I don't know how to turn the camera, but I just turned it. He also gifted me that rack.
Nice.
Yeah, so I might have to turn it. Let me see. I hope she won't strike because she alert now. Yeah, but y'all see how when she coming out, man, she is crazy, bro. Yeah, she loves to eat, man.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy ones eat well.
Yeah, she's a savage for real.
She looks like she's waiting on you.
Yeah, look, she's still like I don't push the thing back. She letting it push her head down and everything. She's still. I'm telling you, man, she is crazy, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get out all the little hateful ones first. This is another one I got from FNA. She's a dinker girl. She's a AK-47 yellow belly het hypo.
Nice.
And let me go and turn her head around too, cause she's looking directly at me. She's getting a good little size to her.
Beautiful snake.
Yeah. She has a weird. Oh yeah, right here. I hope y'all can see it. But she literally has the number 13 on her. Can y'all see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Literally got the number 13.
Definitely so.
Yeah, she's really dark. But yeah, shouts out to this girl. Actually, yeah, she's pink, so she's going in the shed. But yeah, man, she's growing. She's getting big. I can't wait to run her. I got a pastel hypo male that I might run to her to try to prove out the hypo in her.
Right.
But I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ain't no telling. I get some more stuff in. I might change my whole plan up. So, I don't know. But that's her. Let me see what else I got here. I can show y'all. Shouts out to Proxima. Excuse my phone, y'all. This I got it up on the thingamajig here. So
we see you back there.
Yeah, he just said he can see you back there. Yeah, this is my wife, y'all. This is my wife, Octavia.
Thank you for putting up with him.
She just said thank you for putting up with me. We talk about mental health and anger and all of that. So, yeah, this is my pastel monarch boy, het G stripe. Shout out to Proxima Reptiles. They gifted me this. I did an intro song for one of their podcasts, and they just shipped me this boy with no problem. So he's in shed right now. He's a little dull.
Why is that fan on?
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, I know another podcast you can do an intro song for.
Just let me know, bro.
Hey, work something up. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I already knew. Just let me know. Just let me know. Now to be honest, what a lot of people don't know is I have 14 snakes here, 15. I have more snakes that was gifted to me than I actually paid for.
Brother, you know I do too. The 7 that came in this week in the one box cost me shipping.
That's it. Tommy of Inky Clouds.
Yeah.
I gave my brother most of them. I kept one of them. She gave us a box of 7 free. I ain't paid for one snake.
Tommy's a good lady.
Yeah. I had Tommy on actually. You know what I'm saying?
I saw her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it.
On. But this is my girl Eve, blackhead hypo.
I'll have to check. I think she's on here either next week or the week after. The week after is Fat Man Nation and Green Line Morphs, but I'll have to check and see. She's in there somewhere.
Okay. I'll be tapped in. But yeah, this is my girl Eve, blackhead hypo.
Okay.
Yeah, shouts out to the Serpent Nerd Rock. He's about 30 minutes away from me. He gifted me her.
You show Snow.
Snow acting crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snow acting crazy. But I showed him to her. I had to turn the phone around and put it on because she ready to eat.
Again, she just ate.
But
he's coming back out.
It's so crazy, G Paul, that she ate 2 rats. Tuesday.
Is she
two small rats too, and she read it again.
Is she building?
She read it again. Yep, she is ready again.
She's probably
this is the one that I got from Tommy G Paul. And I thought it was a female, but when I talked to Tommy, it was a male. It's a male. So I haven't gotten this guy to eat for me since I've had him. But Banana, Super Mystic, double head clown, and DG.
Okay, very nice. I like the coloring for sure.
Yeah.
Tommy's got some very, very nice animals. We got our boa from her.
Yeah. Yep. So like I said, I don't have a huge collection at all, but I'm probably gonna sell this house in the next year and a half, 2 years. Hopefully I can get me something with a garage or a nice shed, and I'm gonna turn up there. This girl right here, shouts out to FNA for her. She is a stranger. She's still in shed actually. This is a stranger mustard. This is one that got the Dinkagene shell. She was in a water boat.
Yeah.
Yep. Stranger mustard.
I'm gonna make some super stranger clowns later this year, I hope.
Yeah, I was thinking about some super stranger stuff too, because my man right there at the Serpent Nerd, he got a pastel stranger. So I was thinking about it, but then again, I'm like, if I can find something else that I can run into a gene or something to make some of my own stuff, that's just what I do. Babe, go do that thing real quick. Go get me that sanitizer out of the bag.
You didn't even know I was wrong.
No, I did.
Yeah.
I'll get Sean to switch the stage and put me up. I got a couple I'll show you.
Okay, that's cool.
Go ahead, Sean. I wanted some calico.
Oh yeah, that's what I want, man. I got to get me some calico. I was talking to Shane earlier, and yeah, I want some calico bad.
You know, there's a lot of it out there, and some of it just don't show up very well. But I really like what she's expressing here.
Yeah, I like the high expression calico where the whites are kind of high. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice one right there. I like that one a lot.
Give a shout out to the Morph Vault. He's the one that sent this one to me. And I've got another one here. I'm not sure I ID'd it right from the box, but who knows? I love her coloring. Look at that belly.
Ooh. Yeah, what is that again?
I think it's Orange Dream Yellow Belly Sugar.
Yeah, that thing's nice. This is my pastel hypo boy. He looks terrible right now because he going in the shed himself. Yeah, he's pure pink at the bottom. But yeah, pastel hypo. That's what I was thinking about breeding my dinker girl to prove out the hypo in her.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, big dude, good eater too. It's crazy though because here lately a lot of them they haven't been taking the rats off of the tongues, but if I leave the rat in there with them, they eat it.
I've got some that's been that way in the past.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you the other day there, I unthaw mine in warm water and then take the hair dryer and just heat up the head. And it seems
Okay.
like that hair dryer gets the smell moving throughout the room real good. And when you open the tub, they're everyone at the front of the tub. When they hear that hair dryer now, they know it's time to eat.
Time to eat, yeah.
Of course, you know, ball pythons can't learn things like that, you know. People say they can't learn those kind of things, but they know what's going on.
Oh yeah, they pick up on it. They pick up on it.
For sure.
They pick up on it. Oh, let me see. I think I showed everybody on this side. Oh, let me see.
I can't believe Snow
She just took a pee too. It's fresh. This is my girl Remy. Shout out to Chad Hawker at Hawker's Hurts. Just a normal pad girl.
Nice.
Just a normal. She's one of the ones that when I first got her, she would take off of the tongues every time. Now she hasn't taken off of the tongues in months. But whenever I leave it in there, when I come back, it's gone. So, you know, I'm satisfied with that. I can take that.
I've started kind of wrestling with them a little bit. Once they take it, I'm kind of fighting them a little bit with it, pulling it away from them.
Yeah, making them coagulate, make them tighten up more.
It seems like they get more interested.
Yeah.
Definitely a beautiful animal.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl though, man. She's starting to she getting big on me. I can't wait to pair her up. I don't know what I'm gonna put her to, but yeah. Got some stuff going on over here, G Paul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got a great start there. You'll be producing some beautiful babies soon when you're ready.
Definitely. I got another one from Chad Hawker that's just a normal clown. He's a good eater too, but he was one of the ones that he started out. Actually, I got a video on my Instagram where he came completely out the tub to grab his meal, grabbed the water bowl, fell completely out, bang, hit the floor. I said, yeah, this dude is crazy. But now he don't take off of the tongues that much. But if I leave it in there, when I come back, it's gone. So, but just a normal clown. Shout out to Chad Hawker.
You know, I'm willing to bet there is no such thing anymore as a normal clown.
To me, it don't look like it, but
you think about it. They have had so many things bred into them, and you can't always tell what passed on. I mean, you can get sometimes it's easy to stick it out, but sometimes you can't. I would be willing to bet that most of the normal clowns, if the shed tests were sent in, they find something else there.
And this dude kind of held this color. You know how like clowns tend to brown out. This dude holding his color and stuff pretty good.
Yeah, his back stripe almost looks kind of like one of my red stripe girls.
Yeah, I like red stripe too. That's another gene that I like.
I want red head, a female clown.
A redhead female clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not real out there, but they're beautiful.
Let's see. Take him out real quick. Hold on a second. Like I said, I just got a lot of.
I hope everybody pays attention to what he's doing. Between snakes, how he's washing his hands differently. You know, between each one with hand sanitizer, he's not passing anything from one to the other.
This is my pastel het red xanthic, 100% het clown. I got him from. This is another snake that was gifted to me from Matt at American Made Exotics. I just saw HRA on the paper, and I hadn't heard it like on video or anybody talking about it before. So I was like, "Yeah, let me get that." He pulled the tag off of it and was like, "I won't take no for an answer." But this snake right here put me in the doghouse about a month. My wife told me not to get another snake, and I come bringing him home. Man, I was in the doghouse about a month, bro. Yep. And now since then, though, she done bought me. Actually, the two I just showed you, the pad girl and the clown male, she bought both of those. Actually, and the piebald, the banana pad male, she bought him as well. So, you know, just like you say, you know, they catch that butt end of the stick. You know, we argue with them, we take them through things, but you know, she's sacrificing stuff that she normally wouldn't do, so I could be happy. So,
Well,
you know,
mine does the same. I mean, thankfully, she used to raise red-tailed boas,
okay,
and that's why I got her the one boa from Tommy, and then we got her another one, a female here. And but she's very into the snakes. She'll do anything, clean tubs, whatever. She don't mind. She'll even deal with my angry stranger male who likes to bite her only. But you know, she has a good college education. She's an intelligent lady, and because of my health the past 10 years, she pretty much changed her lifestyle to where she went out and started doing things like Instacart, Spark, and personal shopping for people, and house sitting and pet sitting, photography, so that she's not tied down 9 to 5 in case something happens health-wise for me. She's Johnny on the spot. And so we're digging deep into the rodent side of things. We just moved everything out to our big garage, and I'm going to add probably 10 colonies this week, just a little bit at a time. And we're going to try to get the rat production up to where she can just stay home.
yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah, now this is the biggest snake I got. This is the guy that bit me though. It's just a lemon blast. Just a lemon blast.
Just a lemon blast, huh?
Yep. As far as I know, I got him from a guy named James. Y'all ever heard of Viper? Cause they kind of like adopt animals and rescue animals.
Okay.
They're local base. You know what I'm saying? I bought them at a local reptile show, and when I saw him, I was like, yeah, I want that dude. So, yeah, just a lemon blast. But the biggest snake I got here, he a thick dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He good time boy.
Yeah, thick dude. He a savage of an eater too, man. He hit real hard. The only time he don't eat is when he in shed. Other than that, he go for what he know.
I fed all my big ones waiting for the show to start. And I'm going to finish up here after we get off feeding them the rest of the juveniles. We're going to pack it up here and call it a day, Pat.
Okay.
What kind of advice would you give to a young man growing up today?
Do what makes you happy, but pray for courage, strength, and the will to be able to sacrifice. And I say that to say when I say pray for that courage and strength, it's going to take courage and strength for you to sacrifice. Because it ain't always all good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not always all good, but do what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes making other people uncomfortable for your happiness is necessary, because sometimes it's just simple as, look, I can't do this no more. I'm gone. Sometimes you may have to just bite the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, happiness is definitely something that's within. So look within through everything. Do not look outside of yourself for nothing, because everything you're looking for is inside of you already.
Right. And I think it's very important what you're saying there is a lot of times people end up becoming or doing what their parents want them to do. Dad's a doctor, so you got to be a doctor or whatever. Well, I'm here to tell you, I have not encouraged my children to do any one thing. I've encouraged them to do what makes them happy. I never encouraged any of my boys to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
I encouraged them to learn a trade.
Mm-hmm.
And they both did. and they're very successful in doing that. But it doesn't matter what my kids choose to do. I'm gonna support them and love them through it.
Of course.
Help them along the way.
And I want to expound real quick because I know you're trying to get out of here, but real
No, that's
quick,
fine.
as far as the things like parenting, being a parent, a lot of the fears that we pick up on, say for instance, if a child falls down, bam.
Right.
Sometimes it's us saying, "Oh my God!" They go right to crying. But I've seen a child fall, bam, hit the ground, and I act like I ain't even, I don't try to make no sudden noises. Hey, they get right back up,
100%.
brush themselves off. Even with animals, man, my goddaughter used to walk right in this room. And I'm talking about, she would walk back here. I want to go see the snakes. I'd be like, go ahead back there, baby. Don't touch nothing. And be talking to my wife. And by the time I left out the room, she coming up the hall with one in her hand. And I'm like,
Right.
girl, what the hell are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Give me that snake, girl. The snake don't seem alarmed. She's smiling and laughing. We teach them fear. We put fear in them.
Yes.
We do. We do that to the kids.
We teach them. Kids said, "I don't like spaghetti" or something like that. Why not? Because your mama don't like it? Did you try it? You know what I'm saying?
Did you? You got to think about it. If somebody calls your phone, G-Paul, and all of us are guilty of it. All of us are guilty of it. Somebody call your phone, and you have a kid that's capable of answering the phone, caller ID, all this good stuff. Somebody call your phone. Hey, look, tell them I ain't here. Tell them I ain't here. You will teach your kid to lie for you, but get mad when they lie to you.
100%. Well,
that makes sense, man. You got to make it make sense. Or when they get on the phone and say, "My daddy said he not here." Sometimes they don't know. They don't know how to lie. It's something that's taught.
I had what I think was a growing moment with my grandson yesterday. He's a good kid. When he's out of school, he wants to be with me, and that's great. I love that. But he does it a lot because he likes the peace he has here. He's not got his sister bothering him and things like that, and he can lay in the room and play his games or whatever he wants to do. But I make him do things. And Friday night we built a couple of rodent racks, and yesterday we transported everything out of the snake room in the house, as far as rodents, to the garage to consolidate everything in one place, and get them out of the house, of course. And after about 10 minutes, he said, "Well, we got to hurry up because Mama's coming to get me." And I know what's going on, okay? I said, "So did your mama call and say she's coming to get you? Or did you call Mama and say, I don't want to help G-Paul, will you come get me?" And he gave me that look. He said, "I called Mama." I said, "Well, that pisses me off and it hurts my feelings. I'm going to let you know how I feel about it."
Right.
I said, "I think that's a coward's way out." I said, "What you should have done is come and say, G-Paul, I really don't like messing with the rats and things. Can you not make me do it?" And I said, "Well, why didn't he?" "I was afraid you'd get mad." I said, "Buddy, when do I get mad at you? I don't jump down your face. I talk to you about anything you want, just like you're a man, and try to deal with things." And it ended up a couple of teenagers ended up coming over to help as well. One teenager, one not, that had came by, some friends of my wife, and they wanted the snake, the boys did. And I didn't want to charge them for it, and the parents didn't want to. I didn't want the parents to have to pay for it, and they wouldn't let me give it to them. So, they raped my yard for the snake, and they came over to help towards the end, moving all the rats and things out, and it wouldn't have got done without him. But because he had someone his age at that point in time, he was excited, worked his butt off, and stayed. He stayed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind being real with him too. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna need that. He's gonna need to see you taught him value. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? Be honest. You know what I'm saying? You talking about you were scared you were gonna hurt my feelings, but you hurt my feelings by calling your mom and telling her you ready to go because we was working.
Yeah.
So just be honest. It'll get you further. You know what I'm saying? Be honest.
Well, one of the most important things, and I must remind me to say something afterward. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now because I'll forget.
Okay.
Brent and Taryn is wanting a pet king snake. I know one of us out there deals with king snakes. Hit them up. Help them out. Teach them about king snakes. Make them a good deal. But you talked about from 16 to 30, you're a hellion basically.
Yeah.
But what you was really saying is what my grandfather used to say, and I don't remember if he said 30 or 40, but it's pretty much the same. A man ain't got a lick of sense till he's 30 or 40 years old. It takes a lot of figuring out.
It takes a lot. It took 40 years for me to get here. It might take me 40 more to get where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it took me 61 to make it here, and maybe I'll make it 61 more. Who knows, right?
You never know. Life is funny like that, bro.
Well, Pat, I really appreciate you, buddy, and I look up to you and I respect you.
Hey, likewise, brother. Likewise.
And, I thank you for donating your time to us today.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
And,
I thank you for coming through for me that time. So I had to reciprocate.
And any time that I can help with anything, you know how to get a hold of me.
No doubt. No doubt. Likewise, you can do the same. If it ain't nothing but, you're having one of those days and you want to talk. Hey, man, yeah. I'm all ears, bro. I'm all ears.
Well, I'm going to buckle down today. I'm going to finish feeding up here in a little bit. And then after my little episode going to the hospital and things, I've been pretty tired and not feeling great. And I've got a little bit behind in my college coursework, so I'll spend about 8 hours and knock it out of the way today.
Yeah. Get it out of the way, man. And we gonna pray for you over here on this end, man, for that healing and protection.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. And to everybody else in the chat, man, just continue to be great. Continue to be you. Love yourself more than anything else, man. Love yourself first. I ain't gonna say love yourself more than anything else, but you have to love yourself more than anything else to love somebody else the way that they're supposed to be loved. So just keep being great, man. Peace and love to everybody and y'all families, man. And let's do nothing but go up from here.
And I'm gonna close it out with that. I'm gonna say that put a challenge out there to men 40 and older. Find a young man and mentor him. Find a young man and share real life with. Be vulnerable. Let him know that it's okay to have those feelings. Help him break those generational curses that men fight. 100%. And with that, everyone have a great week. We appreciate you for stopping by, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Peace.
The United States Association of Reptile Keepers is a science, education, and conservation-based advocacy for the responsible private ownership of, and trade in reptiles and amphibians. We endorse caging standards, sound husbandry, escape prevention protocols, and an integrated approach to vital conservation issues. Our goal is to facilitate cooperation between government agencies, the scientific community, and the private sector in order to produce policy proposals that will effectively address important husbandry and conservation issues. The health of these animals